Did you know that the Pope's favorite cheese is Swiss cheese? Because it's so holy. But seriously, why is Swiss cheese so full of holes? Well, today we're going to find out. Let's dig in. In order to understand exactly how and why holes form in Swiss cheese, we should first learn a little bit about the cheese making process. Let's start with a nursery rhyme. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. A tuffet is a small grassy mound, and curds and whey are basically cottage cheese. They're also the first step in the cheese making process. In order to make cheese, milk is heated, bacteria and rennet are added, and that forms the curds and whey. The bacteria breaks down lactose into lactic acid, changing the milk's flavor to sour. This creates a very acidic environment that stops bad bacteria from developing. After all, not all bacteria is created equal. Now, rennet is a set of enzymes produced in the stomach of some herbivorous animals. It helps coagulate the fats and proteins into a solid mass, or curds. Once the curds form, they are separated from the whey, pressed, and allowed to age, while the whey goes on to be processed into things like protein powder. The aging process affects the flavor of the cheese and can be easily explained by demonstrating the difference between fresh and aged cheeses. Things like feta, ricotta, cream cheese, and you guessed it, cottage cheese are all considered to be fresh. They are, of course, not aged, and they all have a creamy, mild flavor compared to their more elderly brethren. Aged or cured cheeses come in a variety of categories, such as soft ripened, semi-soft, hard, blue, natural rind, washed rind, the list goes on. Swiss cheese as we know it is a pale yellow, medium hard cheese with a slightly buttery and nutty flavor. And it is of course best known for its eyes, which are the holes that form during the aging process. The specific bacteria used to make Swiss cheese consumes lactic acid and releases carbon dioxide. Because the cheese is made at warmer temperatures, the CO2 bubbles become trapped and form the holes. Or at least, that's the most common theory. There is some debate about how exactly the holes form, but one thing is clear. There is no such thing as Swiss cheese in Switzerland. At least, not by that name. In Switzerland, Swiss cheese is known as Emmental or Emmentaler, named after the valley where it originated. In fact, a lot of Swiss cheese doesn't come from Switzerland at all. It's merely made in the style originally used to make Swiss cheese. If you want to see my take on a mushroom Swiss burger, click the link down below and leave your favorite use for Swiss cheese down in the comments. Now, back to the kitchen. Well, hopefully we've filled in some of the holes around Swiss cheese. That should do it, and thank you very much.